Okay, so continuing on with this, I'm gonna just pick and choose questions to go over. Um, let's say, okay, I want to do this one. Let's go to one that's a little harder. Okay, so again, I'm doing these as if you didn't have a calculator. You can't just punch everything in. So we have to do BetMath. We have to do this by ourselves. Okay, in the numerator right here, you can simplify this. So -2 times 5. Yep. -10 and then -6. You're moving down the number line, so -16. Okay. Over -8 plus, okay, -4 times -2. Let's say I'm just gonna randomly pick on some people. Resvan, -4 times -2. +8, thank you. And then -1 to the power of 7. Alright, it means -1 times -1 times -1 times -1 times -1. Gavin, what does that give you? -7. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. 7. 1 times 1. Okay, William, can you help him out? It's -1. -1. Right. So remember, Gavin, this 7 tells you to times it 7 times, but not times 7. Okay. But it's okay. As I said, I know a lot of you guys didn't do math for a whole year, whole semester. Okay. So should I be doing lowest common denominator now, or is there a better option? Is there a better option? I see 2 fractions. Does that mean I need denominator and all that? Is there an easier way? Today? Just simplify that fraction, right? Okay, so -16 divided by -8, you get +2. All right, and then here plus 8 divided by -1, -8. All right, 2 plus -8 is just 2 minus 8, because the plus and the minus you can combine. So if I were to write this out fully, all right, it will be like this. And so when you subtract, you get -6. I have $2. I spent $8. So that means I'm in debt by $6. So -6. Okay. Do I have to show every single one of these steps on the test? No. This you should be able to do in 1 to 2 step max. Okay. If and on during my lesson, I will try to show every step. But if you're comfortable, you can skip steps. I have no problem with you skipping some steps, just not all the steps. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this one. -1 times -4 times something times 3 equals -48. So what you want to do first is times the numbers, right? Let's say we do have a calculator and we don't have to use our head. So -4 times -1 times 3, you get 12. So 12 times something equals -48. Now in grade 9, instead of this empty space right here, so this empty space, you guys used it in like grade 7, grade 8. In grade 9, what did we put in here instead of an empty space? Sydney? Oh, I thought I heard it over here. X, yeah, that's it. Right. So instead of an empty space, we do 12x equals -48. And to solve it, that means you do the opposite, which is divide. 12 times x, opposite is 12 divide. So who has the answer for me? Yep. Yeah, -4. Good. All right. Now, could you have done that by trial and error? Yeah. Math, there's a lot of different ways that for you to do math. All right, as long as you can get to the answer with some explanation, some reasoning, that's fine. All right. Okay, so let's flip to the next page. Reduce to lowest terms. Okay, so yes, on a test, if you don't reduce your final answer, what do I do? Especially those who were in my class last year, you guys know. Okay, so Leandro, if you don't reduce, what do I do? Half a mark off, right? If you don't have units, just like the Bryce-based quiz, what do I do? Oh, sorry, mine is just the blown up version. You have it's the second side. Yeah, first page. Still the first page. Yeah, I have the bigger version. I tried to save some trees, so I photocopied the smaller version for you guys. It's the first page. It's still the first page for you. Yeah, so Taj, if you want to go back to the front. Yeah, so if you don't reduce and if you don't write units, it is half a mark off. So don't lose these silly marks. What does this reduce down to? William. Okay, -1 over -6. That's good, but I'm still taking half a mark off. All right. Who has an even better answer for me? Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so I'm definitely taking marks off. All right, so it's -1 over -5 because 6 goes into this, 6 goes into this. So when you reduce it, yeah, it's -1 over -5, but I'm still taking half a mark off. Gavin? Positive, because two negatives make a positive. There you go. Right? So this is a good answer, but this is the better answer. Okay. Now this one. Let's try this one now. Okay. I am adding and subtracting fractions. Okay, think back to grade school. Whenever I add or subtract fractions, what do I need? Yep. Like the lowest common denominator. So I need to figure out between 5, 2, and 4, what's my lowest common denominator. I'm just going to show some baby steps here. You don't have to show the step. If you can do it in your head, that's great. If not, this is how you find the lowest common denominator. So list out the factors of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, da 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 da. For 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, da 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 da, 20, and so forth, right? And then for 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, da 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 da. Okay, so looking at all three multiples, all three lists. Leandro, 20. That's right. So I can see 20 appears on all three lists. So that's how I find my lowest common denominator. Right, so put this over 20, put this over 20, put this over 20. All right. So I can't just change the denominator to 20 because that would be just changing the question. So how do I change from a 5 to a 20? Yep. Multiply by 4. So if I times this by 4, that means on the top I have to do the same thing. So -4 times 4. Andy? -16. All right. Same thing right here. How do I go from 2 to 20? Yep. Multiply by 10. Times it by 10. So that means I'm doing the same to the top. So 1 times 10, 10. Okay, some people ask, am I multiplying -1 by 10 or just 1 by 10? Here it's a minus in between, and I'm keeping that minus here, so that I'm just doing the 1 times the 10. Okay, and then the last one. 4 times what gives me 20? 5, yeah. So if I times it by 5 for the bottom, I have to times it by 5 to the top. All right, so 1 times 5, 5. Okay. Okay. All three of them have a denominator of 20. So now for my denominator, is it 20 or 60? Yeah, 20, right? Okay, that was the whole point in getting common denominator, so that you have one denominator. All right, and then now on the top, I can just add and subtract normally. So negative 16 minus 10 plus 5, and I get negative 21. Okay, yeah. So this is there's a name for this. There's a name for this type of fraction. Who remembers? What's the name of this fraction? Yeah, improper fraction. It's improper because the top number is bigger than the bottom number. So we call this improper fraction. Um, so in grade 9, we like to make it fancy. So we like to change it to a mixed number form, something like this. Right? So this, to change it from a improper fraction to a mixed number, we do long division. So 20 goes into 21 one time with a remainder of 1. So my final answer here, if I were to rewrite it, negative 1 whole, and then remainder 1 over 20. Okay, so this is called the improper fraction, and this is called the mixed number fraction. Okay, okay. Let's do just 2 more examples. Okay, 3. Let's go to 3. What did these dots here mean? What are these dots? Andy. Multiplication. This means multiplication. When I multiply, do I need lowest common denominator? No. Okay, so I don't have to go through all this. When I multiply or divide, I don't need LCD. I can simply just multiply across. Okay, so on my calculator, negative 3 times 4 times 33, I get negative 396. Do the same thing on the bottom. 8, whoops, 8, 8 times negative 11 times 16. I get negative 1408. Okay. Is this a good final answer? No. What do I have to do? Simplify, reduce. Okay. First off, is my final answer going to be positive or negative? Positive, because 2 negative make a positive. So that's my first step. Second step. Oh, miss, these numbers are way too big. I can't think when the number is so big. All right. I can reduce it. What goes into both of these? At least what goes into both? 2, because both of them are even numbers. So I know that 2 goes into both. So 396 divided by 2, 198. 1408 divided by 2, 704. All right. Now will I get full marks? Still no, right? Because notice they're still both even numbers. That means I can keep going. I can keep reducing. Oop, careful. Okay, so I can keep dividing by 2. Or if you are really good at mental math, you can think of a common factor between them. Anyone know, does 4 go into both? Let's see, 198 divided by 4. Nope, because I get a decimal. 198 divided by 6. Okay, 33 maybe. If I divide this by 6, does it? Nope. All right, so can't. Let's see. Anybody have a final answer for me? Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, if you just divide by 2, yeah, you get 99. And then 704 divided by 2, 352. Now, let's see. 352. Yeah. Okay. Now do I get full marks? Probably. Okay. Dallas, is this what you got too? For a final answer? Yeah? Okay. I trust you. Okay, so do I need to make this into a mixed number? No, I can't. Okay, I can only change it to a mixed number when it's an improper fraction. This is not an improper fraction, it's just a normal fraction. So I leave this, I should get full marks just like this. Can you go straight from here to here by dividing by 4? Definitely. If you see it right away, yeah, just go ahead, reduce it. But if you don't, just do divide by 2, you'll get the same answer. Okay, one last example. And then I'm done because my time is up in 3 minutes. I said I keep my lessons to 20, right? So one last one. I have mixed numbers. I cannot do anything with mixed numbers. I have to change it to an improper fraction. Do you guys remember how to change it? Oh, okay. Brian. Good. Okay. But be very careful right here. This negative should stay on the outside. So when you do the times and add, you should cover it up and just do 3 times 4, which is 12. 12 plus 2, 14. Okay. Because if you do 3 times negative 4 plus 2, you get negative 10. So be very careful with that. Right? Divided by, same thing, you times and then you add. So Taj, what is 6 times 1? Plus 1? 7. Yeah, that's it. So 7 over 6. Okay, so 1 and 1/6 is the same as 7 over 6. Right? I'm dividing here. I'm dividing. All right. We just learned how to multiply, but we never learned how to divide fractions. Okay, who remembers what to do to divide fractions? Adam. Yeah, what do I flip? 6, 7. Okay, so yes, you flip this second fraction. So KCF, keep, change, and flip. So keep the first fraction, change the sign to now times, and flip the second fraction. So instead of 7 over 6, it's now 6, 7. Okay. Now we know what to do, right? Because we just did it in example 3. Multiplying fraction. Multiply the top with the top, bottom with the bottom. So negative 14 times 6, negative 84. 3 times 7, 21. Okay. Okay, so again, I don't like this final answer. Who has a great answer for me? Sidet? Oh, back to the question. Okay, so let's finish up this one first for a second. William, what did you get? Okay, yeah. So you reduced it. You got negative 28 over 7. I like this answer. It's a good answer. But again, there's a better answer. Yeah, right?
4 over 1.
Negative 4 over 1. So that's a better answer. But I want a best answer. Just negative 4. Right. So I like that you guys are reducing. But the very first thing you should actually check when you get to here, try it on your calculator. Negative 84 divided by 21. It actually goes, it's negative 4. Yeah. So is it okay to take these extra steps? Definitely. You don't have to get to the answer in one step. Yes, so then your question? Oh, I can reduce it more? Oh, what goes into that? 11. Let's see. 352 divided by 11. You are right. Good job. So what's your final answer? What's your final answer? Yeah, 9 over 32. Yeah, I lost half a mark. Miss Shing lost half a mark. Okay, so that's it from me. You should be able to do the rest of this. One last thing I want to point out. When you have an exponent, it applies to both the numerator and the denominator. So this is 4 times 4, which is 16, and 5 times 5, which is 25. So this fraction itself is 16 over 25. Okay, you should be able to do this whole front page. Okay, you have about not too much time left. Sorry, you have about 10 minutes to get started on the this work, and then over the weekend just finish the front page. Answers are on the bottom. All right, so you can always check your answer. Do check your answer, because otherwise you won't know if you just wasted half an hour of your life or you're doing it correctly. Okay, so homework this weekend, first page.